Okay, it's Sunday afternoon. All washed and brushed up. I've had my shower, I've had my shave, washed my hair, clipped my ears, done my fingernails, and I'm just sitting here wasting an hour or so. And I thought to myself, well, I'll get this little movie about Ruby on the go now. Ruby's coming with us to Thailand. She's a bit confused at the moment. She knows there's something going on and she's a bit quiet, as you can see. She's sitting there thinking, what's going on? Little does she know she's had her last supper. So she's just had a meal. And the next meal she'll have will when she'll be in Thailand, because you're not allowed to leave or give food to a dog whilst they're transiting in an airplane. Okay, this is an AITA approved crate for transporting a pet on a plane. This is a medium-sized one. We bought it on Facebook Marketplace. It was £30. It had brought a spaniel into the UK from the Yemen, I think, and it was only ever used once. I looked online, they were about £130, so I think I got a reasonably good deal. In there is her vet fleece whelping mat, whichever you want to call it, and inside you can see it's green, and that is a one-way liner. So if she does pee in here, it will go through, but it won't come back. It covers the whole of the bed, or the whole of the floor, and you're not allowed to put water or any food in there or anything else that the dog can chew. So this is the only thing you can put inside. They're supposed to be able to stand up and turn around within the crate. So it's supposed to be twice the width of the dog, and just I think it's slightly taller than the dog. But as you can see, our dog Ruby, she's only a little girl, but it's plenty good enough for her. She has been sleeping on that mat. We have been putting her on it, and she used to be in a crate when she was a pup, so not so bad. I put a funnel here and a water tray. There's nothing in there at the moment, and once she's on the plane, apparently once she's put into the hold, which will be temperature controlled hold, they will fill up the water, so you have to provide that. So we've just done that. So we've made some tags. I couldn't stick them on, so what I've done, I've laminated them, and that's got our contact details, our flight, UK and Thai numbers, etc., and addresses. For obvious reasons, there's no point in me showing you that. So as you can see, it's quite a big crate, and hopefully she'll be happy in it. So the process for Ruby started back when we returned in 2025. We knew Ruby was going to come back with us this year. So I went to see our vet, because I'd rung around some agents, carriers, whatever, people who deal with pet transfers. And after I fell over with the price, anywhere between two to £2,500, I thought surely I should be able to do it myself. So I went and saw Harriet, our vet, in Clarendon Street Vets in Cambridge, and I explained my predicament, and she said, why are you paying for it? It's ever so easy. You just got to fill out the paperwork and send it off, etc., etc., etc. So I'm going to do a little bit later on the full process, but essentially we filled out the paperwork this side. We've done the paperwork for Thailand, and we've got all the paperwork now, so she can transit and go to Thailand, and let's just see how it goes. Fingers crossed, eh? So we're about to leave in about an hour's time, so I'll finish off this and I'll add to it as we get to the airport, etc., and then I'll continue on. Once we get to Thailand, I'll give a full breakdown of the whole journey and the hoops of which we had to jump through to take our lovely dog Ruby to Thailand. Anyway, Catch up with you later. Ruby doozy doozy. Where you going today? Hey? You don't know what's going on, do you? You think there's something strange happening. Hey? You're not quite sure, are you? Anyway, you're soon going to be going in here. But only for a little while. But you're used to it. You've been in and out of it all the way for the last few months. So she seems quite chilled at the moment. Ready to go now. You're all checked in. Good girl. That wasn't too bad, was it? It was quite easy. Oh, you don't look so happy about being in there, do you? Here we go. Ruby doos, Ruby doos, Ruby doos, come here, Ruby doos. But she's done a big wee wee, look. Done all the documentation. Ruby's a Thai dog now. We just got to go through declare. Hey Ruby, you're a Thai dog now.
หมาฉันไม่แพงขนาดนั้นหมาถูก
น้ำรักกันมาคอยวิ่งเลยหมา
Mon eating already. Look.
ขนนะคุยอะไรเป็น
Say hello to Ruby. Ruby, say hello. Now living in Thailand with us. And she's adapted quite well to her life in Thailand. Haven't you? Yeah. Like most dogs, you don't like the food though, do you? Different food. Anyway, she'll get used to it. So, following on from the beginning of this video, I'm now going to give you an insight into what sort of hoops we had to jump through to enable us to bring Ruby to Thailand. Firstly from the UK, and then I'll mix in the Thai version, what I've got to do for the Thai. The British side was actually quite very easy, as long as you had the correct paperwork. Anyway, I'll put Ruby down and show you what I mean. Hi, I'd already ascertained that Patrick and Harriet were authorised to do export permits. So really that's the first thing you have to do, is to make sure that your vet is able to perform the duty of an examining veterinary surgeon for the export and import permits for the country you're going to. Not a difficult process for taking a pet out of the UK, and it took me about 20 minutes to do the online application. So what you first will have to do is have a government gateway account. Now I'm being self-employed, I've got a government gateway account, so I just logged on to my account. So first thing you've got to do is get a government gateway account. Second thing, you then log on to DEFRA. And once you've logged on to DEFRA and signed up to that, you then go through to the Animal Plant Health Agency, ALPHA. There you complete the form for exporting your pet to another country, whether it be Thailand or anywhere else. You complete that form online and you submit it. It's very simple, it's self-explanatory, and there's nothing in there as long as you've got your pets been chipped, it's been vaccinated, and you've got all the paperwork regarding your flights, your documentation regarding your passport, etc. And once you've completed that, that goes off. You then get a confirmation email saying thank you for that, with a reference number, and then they'll deal with it, and then it goes to your vet of choice. So fast forward now, Ruby's already got her flight booked. We've done the paperwork for her export permit. We're now 21 days prior to us going to Thailand. Ruby has to be vaccinated for her annual vaccinations, which we did a little earlier because she's normally done in October. And the second, she has to have a rabies vaccination as well. They can't do them on the same day, so we took Ruby one day, took her back the next day. That's all done. And then 72 hours prior to you flying, you have to go to your vet, and they do what they call a fit to fly examination. And once they finish the fit to fly examination, you then get a document like this, and Harriet fanned it out like this it was macked together, it was stapled together, it was fanned out like that, and then she put the stamp, a red stamp on here, and signed across it. And at that point she said, do not remove the staples or that. She said, because it all matches up, and that's when you get to Thailand, they will need to see that that's like that, all in one tag. So right, so that's that done. We also emailed this to Thailand's Livestock and Fisheries Department. So next thing, we're all excited. You saw I was procrastinating a little bit. We're waiting for the boat. We're waiting to go to catch our plane. And then we take Ruby to the airport. We stop on the way so Ruby can have a wee, and then we get to the airport and we try and do a wee again. She don't want to do no more wees, so we then go into the departures hall. And once we're in the departures hall, we go to the Thai desk, and because we got Ruby to put on board a plane, we didn't have to do any of our baggage tags or anything like that remotely. So we were escorted, actually we were fast tracked, which was quite nice. And we went to the check-in desk. They weighed our luggage, sent all our luggage off. They weighed Ruby, and they said that she's just over 10 kilos. But he said, shh, keep quiet. We'll charge it 10 kilos because the next level is 20 kilos. And he said, because she's marginal, we'll let her go at 10. So then we were escorted to the Thai Airways counter for like tickets and things like that, where we had to pay a fee for Ruby to go on the plane. Now the fee for Ruby was £233. So her ticket on our plane was £233. So, yeah, not too bad. Once we got her on the plane, they give her, or once we got that, they give us a confirmation there, and the receipt for her ticket, and we've also got a baggage tag that is attached to her crate. Once we had done all that, we were then chaperoned through customs by a very nice man and someone from the carriage who do all the baggage handling. I forget what you call them now, freight handlers or a handler. We were escorted through customs. Ruby was taken to a side room. We were in there with the two original guys plus one from the security on the customs. Then Ruby was removed from her crate. After she was removed from her crate, they did a swab, checked inside her crate for contraband, which obviously there wasn't any. And then we brought her outside, and at that point we sealed her crate with 2 cable ties, and we said bye-bye. And we didn't see her again until we got to Thailand. So now, following on from that, the Thai side. The Thai side is quite self-explanatory as well. It's quite easy to do. as long as you've got all the paperwork and you've got all the documents that they require. There is the information here, and it's on their website, and it's just about bringing pets into Thailand. So what you have to do, you have to print or download, print this, what is called an R1. Yes, an R1 form. And this is the only piece of paper you fill out. But it has your name, your nationality, your occupation, the address which you're coming from, your email address, etc., your passport number, your email address, and then the breed, sex, birth, date, colour, and microchip number. You then have your address you're going to in Thailand, and then all your flight details, etc. So once you fill that out, you then have to upload other supporting documents to go with it. And the other supporting documents are: 1, you need a picture of your lovely pet. 2, you need a copy of your passport or photo of your passport. You need confirmation of itinerary, as in your flight number. You need your full vaccination record, including your microchip certificate. You also need proof of rabies, and there is one, I can't ever remember it. I'm going to write it on there. It's called leprosis. But essentially you need rabies, distemper, hepatitis, parvo, and leprosis. So once you've got all them documents and you've uploaded them, you have to email them to the Swanebom airport, and they give you an email address. So that's what we did. Simple. We got an email confirmation back. We were out of the office, or the office is closed at this present moment in time. Please wait for 3 to 5 working days for your reply. On the 6th day, we didn't get a reply. On the 11th day, I resubmitted the app. No, on the 11th day, I sent another email, still no reply. By which time I'm panicking a little bit, because I'm thinking we're getting a bit close to it now. So I resubmitted all my documents. And that, once again, we just got the cursory email come back to us 3 to 5 working days. We waited, and then about 10 days prior to us leaving, I said, right, I've got to go and see. I went to saw Harriet. And then Harriet was very helpful. She contacted some of her contacts that she used to be with in the past. And we ended up with them giving us an email or a website called IPATA. And the website gives import and export agents for both the UK and wherever you're shipping them to, as in Thailand. We contacted 3 of them with the email saying we've submitted our application, we haven't received anything back, blah, blah, blah. Can they help us? They all replied, yes, we can help you. One was $400 US, one was $100 US, and one was 4,000 baht. So we thought we'll go with the 4,000 baht. So we sent them an email saying, this is what we've already forwarded to the Department of Land, Lions and Livestock, blah, 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 at Swanebom Airport. And that was it. Within 48 hours, we received our import permit, which turned out to be this one. And it got a government stamp on it, and we printed it off, and that was what we took with us to the airport for proof that Ruby's got an import permit. So fast forward now, we get to Swanebom, we go to Swanebom, we submit all our documents, including passports, etc., etc., etc. And this document, and that point they give us the original, this original one. This is to do with the import of Ruby, and we got charged. There's the certificate. We got charged 500 baht, or actually, yeah, it's 500 baht plus 10 baht administration, 510 baht. So then we had all our documents, and we had Ruby, and then she was allowed to get out of the crate, which she duly did. And then, as you saw, she went and relieved herself on the arrivals carousel floor, etc., which is understandable, as she'd been in the plane or unable to have a pee for good 15 hours. So once we finished that, we went through to customs, the exit, and we went through declare. Once we went through the declare, we gave all our documents once again, showed all our documents. We were then given the receipt, this, and now Ruby is Thai pet. She travels anywhere out of Thailand. She comes back in, we produce this, she no longer pays. This was 2,000 baht. This is a permanent import permit, so we never need to pay again. So off we went, and we come home to our house in Thailand. Hope I've explained it all right. So thanks for watching this video. I hope it's been helpful and informative. I maybe waffled on a bit too much, but if you've liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you've got a comment or a question, please do so in the comments. This is Gary and Mon 50/50, our life in Thailand, our life in the UK. This is all part of it. And Ruby is a big part of our life. She's our daughter. She's our life, our love. And we are going to miss her as much when we go back to England as what we have missed her when we left her in England. But we know that she'll be looked after here, and it's easier to find someone to look after her here because family's around. And hopefully by the time our house is finished, she'll be able to stay in our compound, our house, and she'll be in familiar surroundings. So anyway, I'll finish this video now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, goodbye!